Hey mamas, I am so excited today to show you something that I discovered in a new cleaning product. I always love to find little gems that really help to rejuvenate and renew the things that I work with every day. Today it's my handmade hammered copper sink. Now this sink I really enjoy. I love the color. I love the look of it. I like the finishes of it. But over time, since I've had it for several years, it has definitely become not the best as it was before. As you can see, the color has degraded some. There's some tarnished areas. It looks dark. It does not look as bright and as new as it was when I got it years ago. So today I went ahead and tried a new product. It's called Wright's Copper Cream. It's specifically for refinishing and renewing your copper surfaces. So I thought I'd take you along and show you what the outcome was as I used it for the first time. So the instructions say you should apply some warm water to the area being treated. So I went ahead and ran some warm water in the sink. You should also wear some gloves, they advised. And actually it says that it is a gentle treatment, but it's still always a good idea to just go ahead and wear gloves whenever you're doing a heavy-duty project like this one. So as soon as I put the cream on the sink, as you can see, it started to change. It was already becoming sparkling and brand new with just a few wipes. I was amazed. So I continue to go ahead and apply the cream. I just use a little bit on each side. I spread it through and around, and it just continued to change the look of my copper sink. Now copper, of course, is a beautiful element to have in your home, but it tends to degrade or tarnish in its luster, its brightness over time. So it's so nice to have something that you can use to renew and restore it. So I was so glad when I found this. I've actually had it for a while now, and I just thought as I looked at the sink today, I need to do something to get that looking bright and new again. And I said, you know what? I have that cream that I bought a while ago. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'm so glad I did. So I'm still working on the first half. If you keep on taking a look, you're gonna see the marked difference and contrast between the first side and the second side of the sink that I haven't treated yet. Of course, also it was awesome that it had no odor. There was absolutely no odor as I was working with the cream. And they also mentioned that's also a plus with this product. It has no odor and it's gentle to use. There was also no heat that I could feel through the gloves or any harsh chemical. Sometimes as you clean, there may be a reaction happening that would emit heat, but in this case I found none of that. I was very comfortable. It was really an enjoyable experience watching it become new again. So I went ahead and made sure that I got the faucet and any of the fixtures, making sure that I got every area as best as I could to make everything brand new. Now I'm just doing a quick rinse to thoroughly clean off the whole surface, and it's just shined so brilliantly from just that one treatment. Rinsing off all the surfaces, it was quite easy. There was no residue left behind. Everything cleaned up really nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next side. Now you can just see the marked difference, the shine and the brilliance on the side that has been renewed and the other side. I'm just going ahead and getting into the corners as best as I can to see if we can reach as much of the surface as possible. Now here we are working on the next side. As you can see, the change is immediate. It did not take long at all for the renovation of the material to show. The copper was renewed. As I did this process, it just came into my thoughts about how we are renewed when the Lord works in our hearts. Before this, we have tarnishes, stains, and we're not quite the person that we should be. We could be so much better. As I went through this process, this seemingly unrelated process, it just came into my thoughts how wonderful the Lord is as He renews our hearts and minds. The process is not always instantaneous in terms of seeing the changes in every single aspect of our lives, but as the Bible tells us, we are renewed each day, and that is awesome. Old things have passed away, and we are made new. So I'm pretty much at the last stages. The second half is looking as wonderful as the first. I'm gonna go ahead and do a nice rinse of everything, and again it washed off completely well, and it did not affect my countertops at all. I was worried that maybe since the countertops being a different material, it may not be the best to get any on there, so I tried as much as I could to make sure I stayed within just the region of the sink. But even though some areas were touched by the cream, it did not affect it at all. My children were watching too. They found it to be very interesting. And we also talked about the potential chemical reactions that we were seeing happening before our eyes. So it actually turned into a little science discussion for our homeschool. And there we are. Once again, this is Wright's Copper Cream. It did an amazing job. If you like this video, please do subscribe. I'll be featuring more DIY tips, cleaning, baking, homeschooling, health, and family-related videos and content. See you then.